Prabhupada said it? Do you know that? When Prabhupada went to America, Prabhupada told, I have not come here to beg, I have come to give Krishna consciousness. But within Iskcon, Prabhupada said, Iskcon is one family. Like wherever there is success, you copy it. For example, I had sent a couple of devotees from Pune to Delhi Temple and Mayapur. They picked up all the ideas and came. They came and gave a seminar in Pune, how they distribute books with bus party and other things. Whoever is doing well in Iskcon in whichever field, it's like one family having different rooms. In every temple you go, you see Prabhupada sitting there, is it not? So every Iskcon temple belongs to whom? Prabhupada's home. So in the same home there are many rooms, multiple rooms. You can go and take ideas from one place and apply in another place as long as it works well. But here he is saying we are not beggars, which means he is sort of creating a cleavage within Iskcon. He is not able to do it. So he is speaking out of context. And he is asking, are you aware what have been our scores in the last 12 years? He is asking. What is Krishna saying?
Yes, Prabhu. I heard that in the last 6 years, the scores are double of the previous 6 years.
Yes, you're right. Actually, I took up this service only 6 years ago. And the scores became double.
But is it true, Prabhu, that number of devotees in book distribution department were also doubled in 6 years ago?
Those are all small details which you don't have to unnecessarily bother with. The most important thing is that I have been heading all these guys. Otherwise, how can these lazy guys move and bring such scores?
It is all Krishna's and Guru's mercy, Prabhu, that you have been able to do such a wonderful thing.
Yes, that's alright. You should be intelligent to also see my intelligence and expertise besides Guru's and Krishna's mercy. Otherwise, you'll imagine success is just falling from the sky.
Thank you, Prabhu.
You see, what do you see from this? Actually, he is thinking that besides Guru's and Krishna's mercy, something else also is there with him, which is actually not true. It is only Guru's and Krishna's mercy. Because our own material skills and talents are of not much use in Krishna's service if you don't have the right attitude. Because the wrong attitude is like a poison. So if you take a lot of milk and you put one drop of poison in it, finished. Whole thing is spoiled. So all our attitude and skills, you heard the saying, our altitude in spiritual life depends on attitude, not aptitude. So our height in spiritual life will depend on our attitude. So he has a wrong attitude. See, he's telling about 6 years of distribution, but the devotees are double, so number of books also is double. That he is calling it as a minor detail. Yeah. Okay, now you see he will be going to his counselor, Vasudeva Prabhu. Very interesting. See here? Yeah. Vasudeva Prabhu is the counselor of Balaram Prabhu and TP, temple president. Yeah. Where is it? Somebody?
Counselor of Balaram Prabhu and temple president. Welcome, Balaram Prabhu. I feel so happy to meet you. I am hearing news of success after success in your book distribution department.
Thank you, Prabhu. Whenever I meet you, I feel happy that there is somebody to appreciate and recognize my good work.
You are an asset to our Krishna Conscious Society, Prabhu. Is everything alright with you?
Vasudeva Prabhu, I am wondering why I am not getting full cooperation from my team members despite my giving enough push to them.
You feel they are inspired by you?
I have told enough of my glory. Still they seem to not understand.
I am temple president. If I say that we are success in last 6 years because of me, what would you think?
I would say that we, of course, have your inspiration, but as a department I have done my part to bring the success. If you don't recognize my contribution, then I feel bad.
Yes. Similarly, if a department praises himself all the time to be the cause of success,
head is not the department head. Yeah.
Department head praises himself all the time to be the cause of success, what do you think his subordinates will feel?
They will feel bad and unrecognized and unappreciated.
Do you give appreciation to your team members?
Is that not too formal, Prabhu? Everybody has to do his part and be happy.
Just as when I appreciate you, you feel happy. In the same manner, when you appreciate your men, then they will feel happy.
But why do senior devotees need appreciation, Prabhu? They are grown-ups.
All of us need encouragement, appreciation, recognition, etc.
But Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says it is Shukarera Vishta.
Yes, we should not want it for ourselves, but we should be liberal in giving credit to others. That will make them humble.
Shukarera Vishta means he said it is like a stool of a hog actually. Yeah. We should be liberal in giving credit to others. That will make them humble.
Won't it make them complacent and proud?
No. On the contrary, it will make them humble and want to do more for Krishna. When I appreciated you in the beginning, when you came to me just now, how did you feel?
I felt very nice, Prabhu. Especially because you respected me and gave me credit.
Yes, if we all give respect, appreciation and credit to others, there will be Vrindavan mood in our temple.
Hari Bol! Thank you, Prabhu. I'll try this technique now with my team.
So what is the essential theme going on between Vasudeva Prabhu and Balaram Prabhu? Any of you can say 2-3 sentences. Any of you please take the mic. Please give the mic then.
Something called one-upmanship.
Yeah,
that you are better than others. You want to glorify yourself.
You can explain it a little bit, Prabhu, so everyone can understand.
This is generally where you quoted Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, Jadera Vishta, Shukarera Vishta.
Yeah.
So the person who is on the material plane always wants to be appreciated, and that's compared to the stool of a hog.
Right, yeah.
So there's one particular aspect which I feel is
Okay, that you have observed. Anyone else observed anything else you would like to say? Take the mic. Yes.
While giving correction, the senior devotee, he first applied it to made that Balaram Prabhu to make in the other person's shoes. Like how you would feel if someone would treat you like this. In both the cases, he gave example. How you felt when you are appreciated and how you felt when you are not appreciated.
So Balaram Prabhu is the head of the Buddhist department. Although he is a very senior devotee, still who appreciated him? Vasudeva Prabhu appreciated him. And that appreciation was liked by Balaram Prabhu or not? So, I also learned it from my spiritual master once. He said that even after you spend 15, 20, 25 years, you still want some devotees, who can call you, correct you, who can give you appreciation, encouragement. All of us are like children in our own hearts, even after we spend 20, 30, 40 years also. Once my father was about 50 years, he said that he feels great joy in seeing the grandmother or somebody who is 90 years old or 85 years old. If they call and talk to him, lovingly appreciate him, they also feel joy like a small child. You can see that. So we should not assume in our minds and hearts that grown-up devotees don't need any encouragement. They don't need any appreciation. That is why. So grown-up devotees from where can they get? They can get from equals. Like many of your Bhakti Vishal leaders here, you can actually encourage each other, appreciate each other, come together. And then you ask about one Mataji asks another Mataji's group. Similarly, one Prabhuji asks another Prabhuji's group, how are you doing? And you encourage, just like we saw in the previous time also. And getting appreciation from equal is more satisfying than getting appreciation from senior also. Because generally equals brag about themselves. I have done this, I have done that. But if two Vaishnavas become truly humble, and they appreciate each other and encourage each other, like I get tremendous boost with Gauranga Prabhu. We both when we meet, Gauranga Prabhu and me, we are in close touch with each other through phone. Many times we make programs together also, many programs. So I get tremendous inspiration when Gauranga Prabhu comes to Pune and tells me, he will give some appreciation also and he will tell me some corrections also. Similarly, he will ask me to visit Bombay and go around and see the things and tell me. He often will tell me, see, you can see what I cannot see, because in my own project I cannot see, but you can see when you tell me. So this kind of giving and taking is very good amongst devotees. Here Balaram Prabhu was told by Vasudeva Prabhu, you see, I am appreciating you, you are happy. Similarly, you should appreciate your Krishna Das. And if you appreciate Krishna Das, then you will get cooperation also from them. That is sad. It's almost and we have not touched it yet. So this you can read it yourself. Now you will very easily appreciate this when you go back. But how many of you will promise me that you will go through the sheet at least once through within a week? Okay, thank you very much for your commitment. because I directly got into the case study, so this is more enjoyable and easy learning than the theory. Here there is some theoretical and some Shastric examples are there, and also bullet points are given, and you will understand it very easily if you go through it. With this background, if you go through this notes, it will be very easy for you. You will catch it. Yes, Prabhu.
This is Vasudev Das and Balram Das. I observed that temple president was not trying to show his power, just putting him down or harshly correcting him. This is a very healthy way of correcting.
Who was correcting him?
Vasudev Das to Balram Das.
You was correcting?
Kind of indirectly, what you are doing is wrong, you should appreciate. He just didn't put it harsh.
Correct.
This
So you say that you should have been little more strong, you feel?
No, just
yeah.
that's wrong.
This is wrong?
This is correct.
This is correct, that's true. Actually all of us
This
have
point
to
should be
learn.
observed.
This should be learned by everybody. If you really want to bring about cohesion, cooperation in a group, like there is a statement in Chitraketu section. It is said, Angiramani told him, might I think you appear to be very unhappy? Are your subjects not cooperating with you? He asked him. And then he said, if they are not cooperating, it's likely that you have not controlled your senses and mind. So first you control your mind and senses, then your subordinates will be obedient to you, he said. And you cannot control mind and senses without taking shelter of Krishna. And when you take shelter of Krishna, you become beautiful. And the whole world wants to bow down to you when you take shelter of Krishna. There is a verse in Dhruva Maharaj section. He says, Yasya prasanno bhagavan gunair maitri adibihi tasmai namanti bhutani nimnamapa ivadvija. You know what he says? Yasya prasanno bhagavan, with that person with whom Lord Krishna is pleased. Gunair maitri adibihi, who has developed a friendly attitude with Krishna by dint of his Vaishnava qualities. Such a person, he says, Tasmai namanti bhutani, all living beings will bow down to him. He says, just as water, if you pour, it goes down. Similarly, all living beings will bow down to him, he says. So, by surrendering to Krishna and through devotional service, we attract Krishna's heart. And when Krishna is pleased, then all living entities become obedient to us. So, Chitraketu was told by Angiramani, if you want cooperation from your subordinates, then you have to take complete shelter of Krishna. And then taking shelter of Krishna means 6 Vegams can be controlled also by taking shelter of Krishna. And when those Vegams are controlled, Vasha Vegam, Manasa Vegam, Pradha Vegam, then every living entity will naturally respect a person who is controlled in his mind and senses and who is devoted to Krishna, like that. So here we find the temple president is a very mature, empathic listener. He is listening very nicely and he is teaching Balram Prabhu very politely, humbly how he should learn to saw even in hippies that they could become devotees. Haridas Thakur saw potential even in a prostitute that she can become a devotee. That is encouraging. And appreciate means recognizing the good work done. That is appreciating. If somebody has done some seva, we should. Sometimes we appreciate heart of hearts, outside we don't say. How many of you experienced that? Correct? Kindly bring it out of your mouth. Many times we internally appreciate. But false we tell outside. So we have to reverse the two. False may think in the mind, but appreciation we should speak it out. So recognizing the good work done, appreciation. And respecting means allowing others to be what they like to be, not cloning others or demanding others to put a show to play a role to satisfy us. So respect means allowing everybody to be in the natural state. And T for tolerance, titiksha. One's greatness has to be estimated by seeing one's ability to tolerate provoking situations. Prabhupada says this statement. Titiksha actually means, like Krishna says, Tam Titiksha Svabharata, in Sukha Dukha, Mana, Paman, Chita, Ushna, and all kinds of situations. A person is fixed in Krishna's lotus feet, very patiently. Anandas is very closed, he is unwilling to learn ideas from various people. See, if we think I am most knowledgeable and I am best informed, will we be able to learn from others? There is no possibility of learning. Like if a cup is already full, can you pour anything in that? You can't pour. So, this attitude of willingness to learn, that culture is a very good culture. We should always be willing to learn. So that kind of being open to learn, there is abundant scope for learning. We can blossom very nicely by learning from others. And also, the humble attitude is very favorable because everybody will like a humble devotee and will want to come forward and offer suggestions, offer advice, offer help, offer teaching, everything. So, a devotee by being humble actually stands to gain a lot from others. So, this unfortunately Balram Prabhu, he is not in a mood to learn when Krishnadas is willing to come and... So, that's why what happens, then Krishnadas cannot develop sufficient respect for Balram Das. You see, that's the problem. He is trying to stunt Krishnadas within his department. So these things are happening because of a stunted heart, which is like a bud of a lotus. So our heart is like this, it has to blossom like this. It's a Radheshyam. And then even higher degree of envy is called Matsara. What is the meaning of this? One as Mahavishnu Maharaj says, this Matsar is like Machar, he said. This Machar means, Machar is this mosquito. His body is already full of blood and still he wants to penetrate others' bodies and drink more blood. Similarly, a person who has Matsarata, he doesn't even think that he is having so much, I want so much. He thinks, whether I enjoy or not enjoy is not a problem, he should be finished. Like Duryodhana's envy is called Matsarata. It's a very deep seated envy. And the lesser than Matsarata is called Dvesh. Yeah. So, Asuya, higher than Asuya is Dvesh, second degree, and then Irshya, then there is Matsarata, fourth degree. Yeah. These are all explained by Kapila. The Kapila explains 5 types of envy, explains in the Bhagavatam. Yeah.
The question is, you were saying we need to respect devotee.
Like jealousy. Jealousy means what? Hey, you have that, I also want that. So you don't think any bad about it. You are having it, I also want. That is jealousy. Yeah, envy means, how can he have something better than me? I want to drag him down.
Yeah. Generally,
respecting Adyar, I also would like to explain. For example, a newcomer comes. For example, you're very, very newcomer. That I have given in the respect example. I'll just show you. These are different aspects of respect. See the second one. First one is treating people warmly. Second one is giving them space to grow slowly. Like once Prabhupada was traveling in India with one Ramanujam who was having a beard. Prabhupada is disabled only. Achyutananda and Ramanujam, they both were traveling with Prabhupada. So Prabhupada called Achyutananda and said, hey, see your friend Ramanujam is having a beard. It looks so bad. He is a Vaishnava. He should clean, shave nicely and keep shikha like this. And Achyutananda said, okay Prabhupada, I will tell him. So he told Ramanujam, but Ramanujam said, no, I like having beard. I will not cut it. And he shaved very nicely and he came. And Prabhupada was very happy. So Prabhupada was so sensitive. He knew that I don't want to force him. He allowed him to be. So the third one, you see, allowing them what they like to be. Your boy is a guitarist boy. He brings guitar for every class when he comes to the weekly program. So you can encourage him. Like if you tell a boy, no, we are Hare Krishna devotees, we only play Mridangam and Kartal, no guitar. Then he stops coming only. So we even encourage boys to come to Sankalpyam and all with their guitar, electric guitar and everything. But eventually we don't have to force them, they automatically give up for a period of time. Allowing them what they like to be. Another example of respect is showing courtesy while dealing with people. Even as children we are taught, if a child is asking, uncle, can you please give me the toy from the top of the bureau? And the uncle is giving, thank you uncle, sorry for having trouble to you. But when we become Vaishnavas, many times we forget the small courtesies. If you tell somebody, Prabhu, bring me a plate of prasad, we will take prasad and we just eat it. We don't say thank you. Now somebody may ask, he is a devotee, I am a devotee, we understand Prabhu. See, sensitivity in dealings and avoiding superiority. Like some devotees are traveling in a train. Morning 7 o'clock they are playing kartal. Some sagarada they are singing, and all the sleepy passengers are opening and saying, "Who is playing kartal?" Because nowadays people don't get up till 8 o'clock on train. So we should be sensitive to other people. So once you are telling devotees, "Hey Prabhu, people are sleeping in the train." Prabhuji, that is their problem, not our problem. No, we have to be courteous. We have to be sensitive to them. We can chant more rounds or whatever, and then we can do Mangalarti after 8 o'clock. Sensitivity in hearings, avoiding superiority complex, avoiding instructing tone. See, that fellow is instructing a dog, you are saying? See, Prabhupada saw Shamsunda who was making the Jagannath Baladev Subhadra, especially. Just like baby deserves more and more hugs and kisses in the early stage. You can't expect a baby, why don't you stand on your own leg, why don't you take a bag and go to market and bring some things? You can't say, why don't you bring some grocery, bring some stuff. Your child is very tender. Similarly, sometimes we have too much expectations from new devotees that why don't they grow very fast? You can't grow them fast. Like you can't ripen the fruit fast by putting smoke or something. They take time to grow. And not exploiting others. These are all different aspects of respect. So this is a seminar on respect, love and trust. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Maybe next time when I come I will do this seminar. Prabhupada ki. I can do 5 minutes kirtan?
Parama karuna ahunidanam nitai gaurachandra karuna ahunidanam nitai Savayavatar Sarashiromani Kevalananda Sarashiromani Kevalananda Kanda Kevalananda Kanda Sudhra Vishwasa Kuri Vishaya Khaniya Sera Premadiya Mukhe Bolo Hare Hare Sera Premadiya Eko Vore Bhai Vibhumane Nai Yamana Nayana Vibhumane Nai Pashupati Jure Pashana Vibhase Shamidana Guna पशु पक्षी घूरे पाषाण विदारे सुनी नर गुण गाथा पाषाण विदारे सारे मारिया रोहिणी पड़िया से नहीं वो आशा रोहिणी पड़िया अपन करामा भुंजाय सामाना कहाये लोचन दासा परम करुणा प्रभु जाना निदाय गौर चंद्र प्रभु जाना हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
With this song, because Lord Nityananda Prabhu is called as Adoshadarshi. Adoshadarshi means one who never sees any fault in anyone, and he is very liberal in giving his mercy. And also, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is called Namo Mahavadanyaya. Recently I was hearing, see, when you go to Mayapur Dham is Audarya Dham. So the speakers also, the way they glorify Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu so wonderfully. One speaker was saying, imagine you are walking in the road, somebody gives you 100 kilo of gold in a bag, he calls you and tells you, take it. You ask, how much rupees it is? He says, just pay 1,000 rupees, take it. Can you imagine 100 kg gold for 1,000 rupees? Is he not merciful? On the other hand, somebody not only gives you 100 kg of gold, but he says, take it free. He is even more merciful. But somebody comes to your door and bangs at the door and says, you open the door, and then they give you 100 kg gold and say, take it free. So he said, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy is like that. Right? Most merciful. So, Gaur Nitai, they are extremely merciful by taking to the chanting of the holy name every day with great sincerity after praying to the Panchatattva Mahamantra. We can gradually cleanse our heart of these tendencies. Today, whatever dramas I showed you, I am preparing these dramas now. I am planning to bring out a book full of dramas like this. So I am sure the Iskcon devotees will enjoy, because they can understand this language very easily. So on different qualities like this is about envy. Similarly, on different things, I am preparing workshops on something like 50 topics I am preparing. So through these dramas, it's very easy to learn what we should do, what we should not do. And then the Shastric principles can be brought down to earth into our practical life. So please all of you bless me that I'll be able to bring out this book probably in 2-3 years. So I want to thank especially this day's Narayana Prabhu for inviting me. When I came last time to this place, at that time only he had told me that I want you to come and give some seminars to our Bhakti leaders. He had told me that you should come for 2 full days. So of course, I have my commitment to other temples in Bangalore also. So I am going to SLMT, I am going to SJM, Sri Jagannath Temple also. So it was by his inspiration I considered coming here this time, because he had requested last time. That's why he kept 2 seminars today. He is always very welcoming, and his heart is very big. He is very willing to provide facilities to our students, to go out to college and preach and bring devotees. When he built this place, his only desire was that let this hall get filled up with devotees. So his desire is becoming fulfilled more and more. Very happy to see all of you here. I thank you for this. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Radheshyam Prabhu. In fact, amidst your tight schedule, you have come and given this wonderful seminar. So we thank you very much. I'm sure all of us have picked up a lot of useful instructions, and please bless us that we'll be able to implement those instructions, follow the instructions in our daily lives. A big Hari Bol for Prabhuji. Hari Bol! Our only request is, Prabhuji, make it more often. You have already told us.
I'll come once again.
Yes, different topics and the skits, etc. are wonderful. So please come every quarter at least.
I will say that better than the skits were those who took the role of participating in speaking. especially the first couple who spoke, the tone and everything they used, it was so fitting. I wish I recorded it.
And Prabhuji, if it's possible, we'd like to copy this skit so that we can enact the plays. I think it would be wonderful if we can enact the plays and on different festivals. So I'm sure all the devotees would also like to do that. Thank you very much, Prabhu. We are also thankful to all the devotees who have come from other centers and far out places. We request all the devotees to take prasad before leaving. As usual, we'll have two sections, one table there for Prabhujis and then one table here for Matajis. Kindly queue up and please leave after taking prasad. Hari Bol.